fellow junkies? Horror Junkies 509. Call 13th coming at you again today, you guys, and I want to welcome you all back to Horror Junkies 509, where it stays horror all year long. Even when I go ahead and review a Rocky Balboa mask, it's still horror. You know, you always got a Jason or a Michael mask or a Leatherface mask staring at you right from my side over to you. It's always horror, you guys, no matter what I'm reviewing. Anyways, I hope you guys are doing good out there. I have not been making as many videos as I would like to recently, but, you know, life is happening, and I'm just trying to keep my head screwed on tight and keep moving forward, you guys. So, what am I going to be doing today? You know, looking through my content, I've noticed that, you know, there's a lot of videos that, you know, get good views and other ones that don't, even though sometimes I feel like they should. You know, I just never know what's going to do well. But what's been doing well recently is the recent Trick or Treat Studios ranking videos. You know, I ranked all my Michael Myers masks from my least favorite to my favorite. I ranked my Leatherface masks from my least favorite to my favorite. And, you know, I don't have a lot of other options to do that with, even though I wish I could. Trick or Treat Studios has only made 3 Freddy masks. I only have 2 out of the 3 currently. Still hoping to get Nightmare Part 2, but, you know, that will be a short video that I will do when I get that one, and hopefully that's coming. But I want to do something like that, but, you know, a little bit different. You know, this one isn't all the same characters, but, you know, let's go ahead and just give it a try and see how she does. So what am I going to be ranking? Yes, they're all Trick or Treat Studios masks, but I'm going to be doing the Universal Monster masks, you guys. These masks, most of them are out of freaking sight, and so this ranking was kind of hard because I really don't have one I dislike. I do have my favorites over my least favorites, but they are ones I like them all. So let's go ahead and get right into this ranking, you guys. This video is going to the monsters. Let's get to it. So in the number 5 spot, like I said, I don't hate any of these masks. I just have certain reasons why I like them more than others. So at the least favorite spot, I mean, still a mask I love, it's going to go ahead and be the Mummy. And now I put this at my least favorite spot, not because I think it's a bad mask. Biggest reasons for me is Mummy is one of my least favorite Universal Monster masks. I mean, not masks, but characters. Unless you kind of get into the Brendan Fraser movies, that's kind of when my love for the Mummy really shines. But I still love these movies. I still love the character. But this mask just kind of didn't hit it home for me. I think the sculpting and the paint up is absolutely amazing. I do feel like it could be a little bit darker, so I think it is a little bit light in spots. One of my big gripes about this mask is it is really, really big. I feel like Mummies should be kind of small, so I really feel like this mask should have been a lot smaller. You do got some great detail of his bandaging across his neck, so you do get a lot of different detail. Kind of like you got his flesh, you know, as far as the Mummy goes. You know, he got his kind of pasty hair on top, and then you got the fabric here. So they do kind of cover a lot of great things. And like, you know, see around the mouth, they do got a lot of great detail. The sculpting is out of sight. I mean, the painting, I wish could have been a little bit more extra, I should say. But the only thing I would add to this mask is honestly just making it a little smaller. And like always in these videos, I will go ahead and try this on. I do have reviews for every single one of these masks in my in all my history, you guys. So if you are wanting to see any of these masks get a standalone video, it's already done. Just go ahead and check them out. So let's go ahead and try this bad boy on real quick. This is my favorite part of doing masks, is I love trying on masks. All right, here we go. The Mummy. Check it out. See, like, there's just a lot of room in here, you know, like my head moves around pretty good. So, you know, your bigger header masks, guys that have the bigger heads, I mean, this will be perfect for you. But, I mean, for me, I mean, this is just too much. It feels like the bubblehead masks from when I was a kid. So, that's one of my big gripes with this one. But honestly, that is kind of the biggest thing I can say that kind of put this mask at the bottom of the list. Just because, I mean, the fit isn't great, but I mean, everything else on this is honestly pretty rad. The other thing I do talk about is the paint up. It could be better, but I mean, for what it is, it's not bad. So, in spot number 5, it is the Mummy. But I mean, no disrespect to that mummy or anybody who's a mummy fan out there. All right, guys, so next up, I mean, like I said, these masks that I'm going to be showing are so different sizes, different shapes, different sculpting, so it really is a lot harder to compare them and, like, decide which is my favorite, but honestly, you know, it had to be done. So, at the number 4 spot, you guys, is going to be my, oh boy, I'm messing up the hair. Let me fix it before I put this on screen. All right, let's do this thing. All right, you guys, number 4 spot is going to be my Bela Lugosi Dracula mask. No, don't get things twisted. I absolutely love this mask. I honestly don't have that much to gripe about this one at all. I absolutely love the hair. I love the paint up. I love the molding. The smirk on his face is 100% Bela Lugosi. It is there. I love the deep purple on the lips. I absolutely love the mask. The skin tone kind of has that blue hue in it. And honestly, this is such a great mask. I think, like, the hair is absolutely perfect. I mean, like, something you don't really have to style because he really just wears it that slicked back way. And I think this thing came out perfectly. When I was looking at videos of this mask before I watched it, I saw really bad eyebrows, but the eyebrows on this are actually really good. And honestly, the only thing I have to say bad about this mask is this is the smallest mask in my collection. I will try to put this on, but I'm going to try my best not to rip it because I recently ripped my first Trick or Treat Studios mask ever, which was my Halloween Resurrection mask. And yeah, I'm going to have to probably rebuy that guy. But, you know, I'm still, now that that's happened, I am going to be a little more cautious with my masks because I really do not want to rip these guys or, you know, cause damage to them in any way, shape, or form. And once I put this on, I can't move my jaw, so I will not be talking. So I'm hopefully only having to put this mask on one more time. This is strictly a displayer for me. But, I mean, just look at this thing. So it is in the number 4 spot, but it's a phenomenal mask. Let's see if I even can do this. And if I feel even slightly like I can't do it, I will not put this on. But remember, once it's on, I cannot talk. So we'll just give this a try. Wish me luck. Chubby Bela Lugosi, here we go. Yeah, that's just like I remember, you guys. Holy cow. Let's try this one more time. This isn't going well, as you can tell. Yep, that was as good as I was going to get it, guys. I couldn't get my eyes right to his eyes perfectly. Just wasn't going to happen. And I do not want to ruin this mask because, yeah, I really do dig this mask. But as you can see, a displayer for me. If you guys are looking for a teeny, tiny mask, this is going to be it for you. This would be a dream for Trick or Treat Studios to make masks like this of Michael Myers and stuff for the smaller head people. But if you guys are looking for a Trick or Treat Studios mask that will fit you, and you have one of those really small heads, check out the Bela Lugosi Dracula mask. I absolutely love this mask. The mold, the paint up, the hair, I think it all fits. Love it, love it. I just wish I could wear it. But I can still appreciate it, even though I can't wear it. And so, the Bela Lugosi and the next mask that I'm going to go over, it was the hardest one to kind of decide which is going to go in front of it. But I think I made the right decision after trying to put on this Dracula mask. So in the number 3 spot is going to go ahead and be the Wolfman mask. And I've been hearing a lot of complaints about this mask. Like, people decided not to get it because it looks too much like a character from Planet of the Apes. And I'm like, you know, it's definitely there, and I'm not saying it's not, but I mean, it is still the Wolfman mask. I mean, it still has the aesthetic of the Wolfman from the character. in the movie, but you can still like tough out this hair and make it a lot more like the character from the movie if you want to. There's lots of things you can do with it, but you know, I really just like keeping the hair kind of slicked back like that. I really just think it keeps its shape and makes it look really nice. So that's kind of why I did it. But get into it, you guys. I love the hair on this thing. I think covering this whole mask and hair was really impressive that they did this. I was really expecting it to almost be latex, and it was going to be all molded in, but it's not. But I mean, look at a lot of the great detail we got with the eyes. You know, that nose is right there. Like, the paint up in the eyes, how red they are, and like, you know, he's really in distress. And like, you can really kind of tell, like, you know, this isn't a makeup appliance that they are kind of trying to recreate for this mask, and I really think they did a great job. The paint is great. I feel like the teeth could be a little bit better. I feel like the painting's a little off on the teeth, but you know, it's still there, and you know, it's aesthetically pleasing to me. I really dig this mask. You do have the ears and the hair, so they are molded in. They did do that, and yeah, I really don't have too much to complain about this mask. It is one of the smaller ones, but this one fits. So let's go ahead and try this bad boy on, and let's get rocking and rolling. All right, you guys, here comes the Wolfman, Horror Junkies 509 style. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry I put the mask on and I get in character. I can't help it, but, you know, this one fits pretty form-fitting, but, I mean, it fits really well. I got enough room in here to be satisfied. Like, I'm not squished in here. And you can kind of see me talk through the mask. That's interesting, I guess. Yeah, so the interesting thing about Universal Monsters, like, I feel like the fits are, like, either... They go through such a size variant. Like the Mummy was way too big. Dracula's way too small. This one's actually pretty perfect as far as what I would say. And the next couple we'll kind of go over as we get to it. But Wolfman fits really great. I think it's sculpted, painted up, and haired really well. I really dig this one. So that's why it is in my number 3 spot for the Universal Monster masks. And like I said, every one of these masks has a review, a standalone review. So if you really want more information on this mask, feel free to go check out those videos. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. I always love your guys' feedback, and whatever else I can do more in my videos. I aim to please. All right, you guys, so we're in the top 2. If you follow the masks, you can definitely kind of know what the next 2 are. These ones are probably the most insane sculpting wise that I've ever seen, especially this next one. Like, you know what, let's quit talking about it. Let's just get right to it. You don't want to hear me talk about it. You want me to show you. And so you guys might look at this and be like, why is this not number 1? We'll get to it. And so for my number 2 spot, I'm going to go ahead and do the Gillman from the Creature from the Black Lagoon. This is one of my probably my favorite Universal Monster of all of them, and I really do love this character. I love the movies. All of them are great, and I really do enjoy them. And this mask is absolutely insane. Like, the sculpting on this, the paint up, everything is just fantastic. No hair to worry about, but look at these gills, everything that he's got going on. I love this green and like gold mix, and then the line on those blue eyes right here. And this deep, like, maroonish brown color for the lips. This thing pops like nobody's business, and I absolutely love this mask. Honestly, the worst thing about this mask, it is very, very big. And so it's kind of like the Mummy one, where I'm going to have lots of room in there. And it's really hard to see because my eyes are, like, really far away from the eye holes. But, I mean, looking at this thing, it is astonishing. And don't even get anything twisted on this. This is a phenomenal mask. As far as you can see, getting into this thing, we do have, make sure I'm not ruining this, we do have 3 Velcro spots to kind of get me into this, because it is that big of a mask. Like, this kind of gives you an idea of the giganticness of this thing, and then you get in through there. So let's go ahead and do that now, just so we can get this ranking video onward and forward. All right, Gillman, Horror Junkies 509 style. Here we go. All right, we're in. Yeah, so the neck here fits really nicely and tightly, but all this is just extra, like my head like ends like right here, so this much is just empty mask. So very big, very cumbersome, but I mean, can you deny I look great right there, I gotta say. Eye holes are like almost an inch away from my eyes, so that's always kind of interesting. But you know what? Look at that. Can you deny it? Oh, creature from the Black Lagoon, we love you. I hope you guys can hear me. And these Velcros make me worried very much because they're just lightly sewn in. And so I always worry that I'm going to rip them whenever I put this on. Usually when I put it on, I have Angelina help me. But Angelina is doing a little project right now. So I figured, what the heck, I'll try and do this myself. And I didn't ruin anything, so I'm happy about that. But is there even any question on why this is my number 2, or at least in my top? Because this mask is incredible. I highly recommend you checking out the standalone review of this if you think this is as great as I do. All right. Get it back on its mask stand here. Well, that didn't go as planned, now did it? Excuse me. All right. Never wants to go on just perfectly, does it? I will fix it later. All right, you guys, so on to the number 1 spot. If you guys are following my channel for a while, you definitely probably know exactly which one it is. But you know what? Let's get right into it, you guys, because this one is... it touches my heart. All right, you guys, so number 1 spot is going to be the Frankenstein's Monsters mask. And I am a big fan of the Frankenstein monster. He is my second favorite Universal monster, but damn it, he is my number 1 Trick or Treat Studios mask. I think this thing is out of sight, insane. And I look at the paint up, you know, I love the green color on it, like the whole cut across his chin. We got one on his forehead. We got his little staple right here. Those deep sunken in eyes. The big nose, the dead lips, you know, he's got the dead skin, he's got the bolts on his neck. I don't have a bad thing to say about this mask. I love the hair, the way it lays. I mean, it's just one of those things, you don't have to style, it's just right there perfectly, right out of the bag. The ears, I mean, he's got the hair going over the ears, I mean, just kind of like he does in the movie, but he has that just amazing look, like, you just woke something up and he's in a world he does not understand, and, I can't say a bad thing about this mask. I would really love to see this as a black and white version, and I would get both of them, honestly. I could paint it myself, but I really don't have that skill. But the reason this is my number 1 is just because all those great things I said, the hair, the sculpt. I mean, just look at this. You can tell in that brow that that was a makeup appliance right there, and that's what they're trying to reenact, and I think they absolutely nailed it. And I can't even believe that we got a mask like this of this quality. And honestly, let's just do the fit, because it's the fit for me. Like, this mask fits me like they sculpted this on my head. All right, you guys, here we go. Last one. Frankenstein's monster. Woo! Here we go. Oh, yeah. And this just fits me so perfectly. Like, Like, it's perfect. Like, the eyes are sunken in. Like, they fit right in my eye sockets. It's insane. Like, I see really well because of that. But, I mean, there's no extra area. Like, this part is it's still a little open up here. But, I mean, it's like, it's so form-fitting that it's perfect. Like, I just love it for me. And that's why it's my number one, baby. Yes, yes, yes. Oops. Over here. So, it always kind of takes me back to remember, like, how great this mask fits, and that I get to put it on, and it just, like, forms to me, and it just, that's why it's one of my absolute favorites. The moment I ever put this mask on, it was one of my favorites, and just one of my top favorite masks, you guys, and that's why it is my favorite Universal Monsters mask from Trick or Treat Studios, you guys. I don't have a bad thing to say about it. Let me know down in the comments what you think of all these masks, and maybe down in the comments let me know what your ranking is as I showed you all these masks. There still are a few more Universal Monster masks I could get, but, you know, I gotta have the interest and I gotta have the funds, and so, you know, it's not that I don't want them or I just am neglecting them in any way, shape, or form. I got the ones I wanted immediately, and the rest of them are just kind of, you know, waiting for the funds, you guys, because I know they got another creature from another creature version of the mask from one of the other movies, but, you know, within time. But let me know what you guys think is down in the comments, you guys. These ranking videos are doing really great, so I'm hoping I can do more in different ways. It doesn't always have to be Trick or Treat Studios, but every single one of these masks gets a solid. You all out there watching, whether you're right as I post this, or, you know, a month from now, a year from now, it doesn't matter. You are all. And that's going to do it for me. Horror Junkies 509, Kyle 13, signing out. Just until next time, you guys already know it. I've been sentenced to life. I am a horror lifer. And you guys have a killer day. And definitely check out these single mask reviews, you guys. They're great. And, you know, these masks are amazing. I love what they've done. Trick or Treat Studios has only gotten better. And definitely check out the Michael and the Leatherface reviews, or the rankings. Those are out there as well. And I'm trying to keep up with shorts. I'm trying to do as many of them as I can, but I'm waiting on some products to really do some fun stuff, you guys. So lots more coming. Stay tuned. Horror Junkies 509 is not done until he says he's done. Stay bloody, my friends.